Hello. Hello, you beautiful, beautiful people. Let me refresh this chat. See if we can get it going today. Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. Happy day of epicness. I hope your life has been epic up until this point in time because it is time for the grand finale. This might be one of the first live streams we've done in 2025. Actually, I think it's the second. So we don't really go live often. We don't really go live often anymore. But you guys know who have been a part of my live streams. It gets madness. It gets chaos. And what better way to embrace the madness, to lean into the chaos of our time, than by going live with the final epic, the musical, the Ithaca Saga. I had to do it. I had to do it. Those of you who are here for Hamilton, you know how great those live streams were. I mean, we spent like 10 hours live breaking down Hamilton. And here we go. It is time. It's a beautiful day. I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat going, Captain, I am not your captain. I would sacrifice all of you to save myself and my wife and children. Let's not get that twisted. You need to go turn to Eurylochus, right? Go embrace that little bit of bitch. I'm just kidding. I love you all. I love you all. All right, let's shout out some of the donos. Listen, those of you who are coming in maybe afterwards to watch this, don't worry. I'm going to timestamp all the reaction points. I just want to give a disclaimer that once I get going, we'll get into the flow, and I'll make sure that this content is good to be viewed after the live stream is over. Those of you who can't be here for the full live, don't worry. I am going to publish this afterwards onto YouTube. So hopefully, let's keep our fingers crossed because the copyright gods have swooped in on us before. Now, I made an offering before. I was looking at Greek mythology. You guys know how much I love it. And I was debating on whether sacrificing like some local goats and some sheep. And then I thought, nah, screw it. Let's just take a human and sacrifice them real quick. So we should be good. We should be all right. The copyright and algorithm gods have received my sacrifice today. And yeah, hopefully they are pleased. And hopefully we can get through this without the flukiness. But you never know because it's a first live stream in a minute. We all know how it goes. Just a quick shout out to the donos as well. If you want to donate and support the epic journey that we have been on, I try to shout out all donos. Once I start reacting, I'll react to donos and shout them out at the end of each song. Again, because I want the fluidity for the song breakdowns. But to start off with, I'm going to shout you guys out. So I'll shout out super chats. And also, speaking of algorithmic and YouTube gods and offerings, if you super chat, YouTube takes 30% of that. So if you want to support the channel directly, you can always click the link at the top and donate to my Streamlabs, and that comes through as well. Whatever works for you guys. I shout out both. And for those of you who can't donate, that's cool too. Thanks for being here. Thanks for just being a part of this journey and for spending some of your valuable time with me. And man, what an adventure it has been. Nightmare. This one's going to be crazy. Glad to see you, Captain. Dawood, NF is coming with a new album next Friday. I know. I'm strapped in for that. Don't you worry. Kirby, this has genuinely been one of my favorite reactions to Epic. Your prior knowledge of both music and the story itself has been really great. You know one thing that I did as we started reacting to Epic, I think right after the first one, because I was like, man, this feels like another kind of Hamilton moment. I feel like I'm well built for music and history and theatricality. And I'm always looking for kind of those perfect moments that I think are performing well, that are going to be popular enough that I can do because I feel like it's a perfect wheelhouse for me. But I got so excited about Epic that I went back and I reread the Odyssey. And I actually went back and reread the Iliad as well. So I reread both because I was just that excited. I read every single day. I read every night before I go to bed. A little bit of pillow talk for you guys. It helps me to wind down. Helps me to go to sleep. And there was nothing that really sent me to sweet dreams more than reading about Odysseus just slaughtering the shit out of all those suitors, man. Yeah, that was beautiful. Reading about blood was fun. Lillian, so excited for this. My first live stream too. Welcome. Welcome to the live. I am not a robot. I am a real person. So this is me here live. Hey, Knox, it's been a weekly ritual of me and my partner to watch your dissection of this musical. Thank you for everything you do, Trey. Hey, thank you so much. And yeah, we had some bumps. We didn't get to go like every single week. There was like 1 or 2 where we had a 2-week delay, but I appreciate your patience. I appreciate you guys riding with me throughout this. Arlu, I cry like a damn baby this entire saga. I do too. I do too. Those tears are okay. Martin Toms, Zeus would probably give you spoilers for a goat. Oh, wow. Martin, I was going to give you a golf clap, but then I just thought, you know what, I'll give you a full clap today. Martin, you were on point. Dropping the bars, baby. Dropping the bars. I didn't even do my vocal warm-ups today. I forgot because my voice normally goes on these lives. Hang on. Acting like I never beat it. Told me I can never beat it. I did my achievement. There were levels of this, then better me. I want to see a better up. I'm gonna heat a brother level like trend to the bleach. Another hit. Life's a game, and I still got a couple chips lit. Like a double click. Someone get the oven mitts. Only going nuts to this. Bet you really wish we had a bubble like this or a buzz like this when they bum my shit. Tell me that you want to sniff. All right. We'll be all right. Breath control. On. Practice. On. Cat. TW for hold them down. Oh, are we excited for that one? Aaron Brady. Are you going to react to Ilium when it comes out? Hope it's as good as Epic. Wait. What? Ilium? Is he going to do the Iliad as well? Is he? Oh, Jorge. Don't you tease me. Don't you tease me. I'm excited for that. Let's see. Who else do I need to shout out here? Wow. If he's coming with the Iliad. Ronald, thank you so much for the super chat. The Avenged Winion. Captain, what's the plan for animatronics? That's a good question. I don't know the animatronics journey or where I should go. So if you guys could really help me on this, not here in the live chats because it'll keep flying and it'll just be on speed. But if you could go to the comment section and like those of you who want to try to like guide me for the animatronics, that'll be great because I really have followed your recommendations for this. So I would really appreciate that if someone, a kind soul, was willing to take the time to lay out some proposals for the animatronic path. Because we'll definitely try to hit up the animatronics as well. Amen. Love from Brazil, Captain. Also, I think I'm going to reach out to Jorge. He's been clearing my stuff. He's been clearing my reactions, man. So shout out to him for letting me monetize these Epic the Musicals. And these boys like turn around clearing my reactions like super quickly too. So I'm aware, obviously, of what I've been doing and the journey I've been on. So I'd love to interview him. Maybe do like a live stream and an interview. So I'm going to reach out to him as well and see if we can set up something there. Jared, so pumped to hear you break down this saga. Hey, thank you so much, Jared. I'm excited too. The House Atreides. Oh, is that a little Dune reference right there? Please check out the new animatic for God games from Stella Luna. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I feel like there's so much. I don't know the path. I want to do more of like the official ones first. So again, please guide me. Robin Douse, love all your streams. You doing new Rens? Oh, I know. I'm so behind. If you guys haven't seen my video from 2 days ago and then my Dave reactions, like I was out in the woods in West Virginia in the middle of nowhere. It was beautiful. There was no wires. There was no cell service out there. I loved it. Had some quality time with my family. Those who know, my mom has been going through chemo, going through cancer treatment. So, it really puts things into perspective with life. So I wanted her to have quality time with my twin daughters, with her granddaughters. And yeah, I find that being out and away from the busyness and rush of the world, it's a great chance to like really spend quality time with family. So that was important to me. So we did that. So I'm coming off the back of that. So those of you who are parents, you guys know though, like when you take a vacation, it's never really a vacation with kids. What is sleep? You need a vacation from your vacation. And I was sat talking with my wife today. I'm like, should I do Epic today? Should I do the live stream? Because yeah, I'm like a zombie man. And she was like, nah, you got this. So shout out to the wifey. She's watching the Minions right now. The Winions, let's call them. Let's hope they don't open the bag of wind and like chaos doesn't ensue while I'm away. But she's holding it down so I can hold it down in here. But yeah, let's get some heart emoji in chat for the wifey holding it down for us. But yeah, anyways, that sent me off on a tangent, but I got a lot of catching up to do, obviously. And Ren's trying to create something important with me too, so I need to get back in touch with him. That's a good reminder. Sir Bubble Buns, that's a great name. Wow, fire emoji in chat. So we got heart emoji, and let's get fire emoji in chat real quick for the $100 dono. Sir, that's incredible. First time being live in your chat, and I've loved watching your ERB, musical, and other breakdowns and reactions. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Like I said, you guys know, Epic Rap Battles of History, I feel like I was built for that. Hamilton, I feel like I was built for that. Epic, I feel like I'm built for this. You know? Like, I'm always on the lookout for stuff like this because it's just, yeah, I enjoy it so much. Golden Shoe, I need you to react to the animatics epic after you finish. Yeah, so like we talked about, we're on this. We're on the same page, guys. We're all on the same page here. Dark Bun, if you watch Hold Them Down, can you please watch the animation from Gamaroon? Like I said, throw this in the comment section as well. But obviously, I have a history of these live donos, so I can go back and look at these as well. So I'll use these to help too. J-Man, been watching you since your first ERB live. Man, we're going back. That's back to 2020. It's back to the mass days. Sarcastic Wanderer, all the animatics are great. Remember, they are close to canon, but not canon visuals. Okay, that's good to know. That's good advice. Terrence, hyped to see your reaction to this. This is probably my favorite saga in the series. Always love hearing your knowledge and thoughts on these songs. Really? This one, the Ithaca one? Yeah, I'm really interested to see how this one ends. You know, because it's been quite the journey. And Jorge has had moments throughout this where he has shown that he doesn't have to stick to canon. You know, he's happy to veer off for his own vision of the storyline and for what he feels is best. And, you know, you get this all the time with interpretations, with adaptations. And obviously you want to make it entertaining. You're telling this through the format of song. And, you know, I've seen a number of comments now, a number of people who love it, who don't like it. A number of people are like, you know, it's refreshing that I just take it on the chin and I don't sit here and like critique it. Like I point out the differences, but like I understand where he's going. And that's truly genuinely how I feel. Like he's obviously a super creative, artistic mind. So, you know, he doesn't have to fully operate within the parameters of the Odyssey, right? Let an artist be creative if that's what he wants to do, as long as it makes sense, right? I feel like he stayed true enough to the true story, to the true canon, to the true principles and themes, but he's also taken the opportunity to bend the story when it suits to explore some additional themes, to expand the story. So I've been a fan of that, and I've actually enjoyed it doing this throughout. Oleandra, did you know Jorge is making a musical based on the Iliad? Yeah, we just talked about this. How hype will you be to see that from the beginning? His sneak peeks are such a tease. Do we have a release date on that? Do we know when that's coming? Obviously, you know what I'm going to be doing. You know I'll be on this. Amy Lou, what are you doing? It's been a minute, Amy. How have you been? It's been a long, long time since I read any of this, so I needed your breakdown. Thanks. Hey, fire emoji in chat for Amy Lou. Thank you so much. Wow, Heather Shannon with a $50 donation as well. You guys are incredible. Thank you. Been loving your reactions, Knox. I've really enjoyed when you share the mythology and background with us. And it's so fun to see something click with you and how excited you get to talk about it. Thank you for bringing joy. Thank you for being here. You know, like those types of messages are, you know, they're why I do what I do. Like, I just want you guys to know I feel the same. Like, life is hard, man. Life really kicks you when you're down. Been going through a lot behind the scenes, and being an influencer and being online, it just puts a giant target on your back in today's world of polarization, where rage bait happens all the time, where it's so easy to troll, so easy to hate. And for me, it's the comments like that, and it's like these moments in the live when I get to see how you guys commented, or when I go do a show and I meet you guys in person, I get to talk to you, and it just kind of reminds me, you know, this is why I do it. This is that true value to it, and just having a passion for something and just being able to share it with other people who also have a passion for it. And I feel like, you know, amidst so much uncertainty, so much fear-mongering and scaremongering in today's world, it's important to have these outlets. I think they're healthy outlets. I think they're healthy distractions. And also a beautiful thing is that they bring together people. They community build. We need more of that in a divisive world of divide and conquer. Anyways, I already did my TED Talk 2 days ago, so I'm still on one. Those of you who watch me walk around the woods and just talk about the polarization of social media and how algorithms work nowadays and how addictive they are and how they've really tapped into the darker sides of human behavior and tribalism, you guys know I've been on one. Captain Knox has been off course a little bit. Sky, my first Knox stream, my favorite Saga. I'm winning today. Also, trigger warning for Hold Them Down. Ooh, okay. Okay. I'm looking forward to this. What up, Kat? Speaking of live shows, I got to finally see Kat. How you doing? What up? Much love. Also, shout out Chelsea. It's her birthday. Chelsea! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Chelsea. Hey, we planned it. We planned it so we could celebrate. Cheesy, found you when you started reacting to Taylor Swift. Very excited to see when you started this and glad to be here live. I'm glad for all you guys being here live. Don't worry. Listen, we're going to dive in soon. I want to get these pleasantries out of the way. I want to get these intros out of the way. But once we dive in, we're locked in. We're going. You know, this is also my chance to talk to you guys because I never do lives anymore. So it's just good to be back live. Kira, can you react to 21 Pilots album Breach? This is the only downside. Doing a summer tour, being an artist, like I think a lot of people look at me and like some people are here because I'm an artist. Some people are here just because I'm a reactor. Some people are here because they love both. Whatever you love and appreciate, that's cool with me. But like the thing is, I feel like there's always a certain group sometimes that because they're so used to other reaction channels who constantly put out content who aren't artists like me. And some of them, yeah, they are artists, but they're not touring artists. They're not going on tour, right? They're not putting out songs with millions of streams. Like I'm a full-time artist as well as doing this. So for me, unfortunately, I don't get to do as much content as I want to do. And oftentimes I might miss the boat on doing something, maybe because I'm on tour, maybe because I've got a music video, I've got a music project, I'm out collaborating, I'm always out. You guys know, if you follow me on social media, you see that. And I'm going off on a tangent again, but I want to explain this because I think it's important. But like, I missed the boat on 21 Pilots. I'm a huge 21 Pilots fan. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to do that because now that I'm back, like this is the problem with the reaction world in this space is that it's constantly moving forward. And if you miss the window on something, the window often closes. So, and it's a time thing. Albums take a lot of time to do as well. And like for me, I want to be at my best when I do this. Like I don't just throw like 4 or 5 reactions out in a day because that's not me. I want to be intellectually, mentally switched on, multitasking, at my quickest, high performing. I treat this like I used to be an athlete, right? I want to be high performing every time I do this so that I can give my very, very best. So knowing albums take a while, sometimes the reason an album is delayed for me to do it as well is because I just haven't felt like I'm at my peak yet to really do that album justice. Because I really do fucking care about this job. I really do care about just like putting out my best work and really making you guys appreciate the music that I do. Rachel, really enjoy reactions. Did you read the comments on the last video and figure out that the Strange Sound 600 strike was Poseidon's Trident? Yes. Thank you for that reminder. That's important for me going into this one because thinking about how the last one ended and thinking about how we're going to piggyback into this one. Appreciate that. Oleandra, warning, you'll be blown away by Penelope's voice. Ooh, okay. Kate, also, please don't give spoilers in the comments right before we dive into this. That would be appreciated. Kate, came for Ren, stayed for Hamilton. So glad you're doing this, Knox. Thank you, and you rock. Kate, you rock too. GTY, what a great time to be an Odyssey fan. Epic the Musical, Ilium coming out soon. Have I really timed this that well? Let's go. And Christopher Nolan's Odyssey movie coming out next year. I saw that too. I'm going to have to do something with that as well. Sky, my first ever Knox stream and my favorite Saga. I'm winning today. Oh yeah, trigger warning. All right, got that. We've caught up on that one. Love your music and your reactions, says Albatross. I've compiled a playlist of epic animatronics that I could send to you. I've handpicked the best ones through multiple animatronics. That's what I'm talking about. Stuff like that. Send it my way, guys. Send it my way as I start to figure out how to navigate the animatronics waters. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, everyone. Don't read chat when reacting. Yeah, listen, this isn't my first rodeo. Don't worry. Don't worry, it's not my first rodeo. I do, like when I did Hamilton, I was reading chat, and then if chat was starting to get a little naughty, sometimes you guys misbehave. I took my eyes off of it, and I just focus on that. But sometimes it's cool, like doing the breakdown with chat and having you guys interact. Don't worry, I've done this for many years now. I got this. I appreciate the nod, though. I appreciate the nod. Confusing animatronics with animatics is killing me. Wait, what? What's the difference between an animatronic and an animatic? I'm not well learned on those two words. Am I saying like animatronic? Is that like at Disney World, an animatronic? Yeah. Oh, okay, there we go. Someone just said animatronics are at Disneyland. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. All right, yeah. Like a robot. Ah, in the animatic, like cinematic cinema. Okay, all right. I got there. It's all right. You guys could call me an idiot. It's fine. I look in the mirror and say it all the time. It happens. That's life. Does that go? Don't go. Stay with me. Yeah, animatronics, like Five Nights at Freddy's. Got to work on my verbiage. All right, guys. Are we ready to do this? We ready to rock on? Can I please still say animatronic? Hey, whatever you want me to do. Whatever you want me to do. I read books. You know, this is what you get. You get someone who was a 4.0 student all of his life who can't even differentiate between animatronics and animatics. It happens. World's just getting dumber. It's too easy to get through school. All right. Full speed ahead, everyone. Strap in. Here we go. The Ithaca Saga. First and foremost, we got, am I in order? Yeah, we got challenge. Cheesy G, if you're an idiot, you're the smartest idiot I've ever seen. Hey, I needed that before we go. Give me that. Give me that confidence boost. Run it. Or maybe not run it. What's going on? Just kidding. Okie doke. Hang on. Let's try again. There. All right. It's fine. It's not the end of the world, guys. It's not the end of the world. Something's obviously happening. And we're going to panic about it. No, I got Wi-Fi. It must be something with Streamlabs. I'll sort it. Don't worry. It must be. Where did you go? That's the output. That's there. So why you going cray-cray on me? Come on, we can fix this. We can fix this, team. We did all this waiting. Why is it still doing the load thing? All right, hang on. Maybe we'll switch browsers. Let's go. Epic, the musical, the Ithaca Saga. Let's see if it works on here. Where's Jorge's page? Jorge. Okay. I've got ideas. All right, that's good. All right, we got that there. That's okay. It's okay. We got this. We got this. See, never panic. I'm not in panic mode. Are you in panic mode? Tell me if you can hear this, chat. Okay, we can hear it. So now I just got to switch it to where you guys can see it too, because I just tested it on my whatchamacallit. All right, let's switch this boy. Will you show? Or do I have to create a new one? It's fine. I'll create a new one. Again, we're not panicking. There's no panic. We've been through this too many times. Window capture, add source, add new source instead. Save me from chat rioting. That's what I'm gonna call my my new window source. Why doth you not like? There it is. Found you. Hello, everyone. Hello. It's okay. See, we're doing this. This is teamwork. It's all good. Nobody's going to murder me yet. Nobody's going to mutiny. We're going to just put that baby there. Can everybody see it? Can everybody see it? See? No panic. Like I said, we've done this before. Where'd you go? Oh, no. Oh, no, we lost it. All right, time to panic. Oh, there it is. There it is. Look at that. Yes. All right, we're ready. Is it hot in here? Listen. All right, I'm not a boomer yet. I know how to work technology. We did it. We're ready. We're locked in. All right? Now we get started on Epic the Musical. Let's go.
I'm supposed to choose a suitor to wear the crown. I said I would choose as soon as I weave this shroud. They don't know that every night I unthread all the work I've done. 'Cause I'd rather lie than allow them to think they've won. Though I never thought that I'd resort to this. Just know I'll be here, but I don't know how much longer I'll last.
Wow, I tell you what, man, what a beautiful voice that Penelope has. When we did Hamilton, yeah, there was some beautiful singing in Hamilton. But this right here, Penelope, man, I am in love with her tone. And for me, it was a really dope switch up. Like, obviously, you had the very sad strings playing in the background, and you have these different orchestral moments. But then once that piano came in and she switched harmonies and just started like matching that delivery with the piano and just in tune and in sync and the fluidity of that. Wow, chef's kiss on that. All right, let's bring it back. It's a nice setup here, just kind of letting the music speak for itself, just like really putting ourselves in the right mind frame and headspace.
I'm supposed to choose a suitor to wear the crown. I said I would choose as soon as I weave this shroud.
Choose a suitor to wear the crown. Choose it sooner as I weave this shroud. Love the little just suitor to sooner. Nice little internal back to external rhyme scheme there.
I said I would choose as soon as I weave this shroud. They don't know.
Yeah, the viola is beautiful on this.
That every night I unthread all the work I've done. 'Cause I'd rather
I never, like right there, as she's matching the piano, I just love that syncing. Like sometimes, obviously, with instrumentation from a production standpoint, like you'll write your rhythms and your singing, and maybe you'll go contrary to what's happening with the instrumentation just to add a different dynamic. And there's other times when you'll pick certain instrumentation, in this case, the piano, and you'll choose to blend it with this singing, with the vocals themselves. And a piano is just perfect, I think, for Penelope's voice, just like the softer notes of the piano. Just the beautiful melody that she has too.
Though I never thought that I'd resort to this, just know I'll be here. But I don't know how much longer I'll last since we saw that storm. And though it was so close to our kingdom, it was far from the norm.
It's a dope switch up.
Oh, could it be some kind of sign that my world is all about to change? Is it finally time for the challenge I arranged? Though I never thought that it would come.
Did she just say, is it finally time for the challenge I arranged? That's interesting. So we're really kind of jumping timelines here.
Just know I'll be here buying you time.
Time to be the man of the house. Is that the suitors singing that? Right? That's an interesting double because you could talk about Telemachus and he's starting to come into adulthood. And we've had that exploration, Little Wolf and Odysseus to be a man. So again, Epic is really good at taking past themes and just finding a way to re-explore and just look at those themes through different lenses and angles. And here we go again.
Bow and shoot through 12 axes cleanly. Will be the new king. Sit down at the throne and rule with me as his queen.
For me, you can hear the power in her voice, but it's also the control, I think, that gets me, right? It's like that just controlled intensity. And you know she's got a range. You know she has it. But she has a way just to soften it without losing that fullness of voice.
Will be the new king. Sit down at the throne and rule with me as his queen. Let the arrow fly once you know that your aim is true. 'Cause I'd rather die than grow old without the best of you, though I never thought that.
I'd rather die than grow old without the best of you. That's an interesting line. I feel like that's playing to the suitor's pride, right? Because they're going to think it's about them. When really, when you think deeper about that line, I'd rather die than grow old without Odysseus, who is the best of you. That's the implication there.
Grow old without the best of you, though I never thought that these would be the lengths we go for love. I would not have it any other way. And though I never thought that it would end like this, just know I'll be here.
All right, I've not been looking at chat, but you guys might have to connect me on this. The waiting is a callback as well. Wasn't it in the underworld, Odysseus' mother that we had with the epic? I think so. I think that was the callback there with the waiting. And obviously the familiar motif, Penelope, just that coming into play once more. But what's interesting is that it's not Odysseus singing Penelope there. It is the suitors' voices singing Penelope in the same way that Odysseus has sang it. Now, what I do wonder, though, because this is key to me, right? And me knowing what I know historically, is Odysseus with the suitors at this moment in time in epic. Then it would make sense that we're singing it the same way that Odysseus sings it, right? Because he is disguised as a beggar with the suitors when Penelope presents this challenge. So, I don't know where we are yet on timeline for epic, but feels like that's fitting, and that's a connection there. Wow, man, such a voice. What a voice. And I tell you what, it's interesting, the jump, right? I wonder where we go from here, because obviously in the story of the Odyssey, Odysseus gets dropped off by the Thracians and he's asleep. And then while he's asleep, Athena helps to hide his treasure and then disguises him as a beggar, right? And then after he's disguised as a beggar, that's when he goes to the swineherd. And then he reveals himself to Telemachus, but he never reveals himself to Penelope. So Penelope never knows within the Odyssey. But Odysseus spends time with the suitors. He goes and he feasts with the suitors because Odysseus is, planning and plotting and using his intelligence at the time to get ready for the plot that he plans with Telemachus and through Athena's urging. And what's interesting is that Penelope here, she's talking about the challenge that I have planned and put forth. And this is true to canon, this challenge. Because Odysseus's bow, it was said that only Odysseus could string it. Because it was that type of bow and only Odysseus's strength. And then his skill as an archer. And what's also interesting to me is as you think about archery within Greek mythology, right? And archery tended to be looked down upon, right? Think about the Odyssey. What character from the Iliad was really kind of proposed as weak, was looked at as cowardly? Paris. And one of those reasons was because his skill wasn't with a sword. It wasn't with hand-to-hand combat. His skill was with a bow. It was seen as a more cowardly type of weapon. Greeks favored strength, like Sparta. They favored the spear and the shield in more direct hand-to-hand combat, right? So Paris shooting Achilles was seen as a cowardly act. So for me, you have some interesting plays on the bow and on that tie-in with this too. But Penelope proposing this, knowing in the back of her mind, though, that only Odysseus is going to be able to do this. But she doesn't know that Odysseus is there. So she thinks that the suitors are just going to try and they're going to fail. But she's running out of time. And even within the Odyssey, she's starting to really, like, she can't take anymore. It's been so long at this point in time that she's feeling the pressure. She's being pushed. And you start to see her kind of start to stumble. And then the challenge gets proposed. But the challenge is proposed within the Odyssey because Athena pushes her. Athena plants that idea within her head. So obviously here in the epic, it's Penelope proposing this and putting this challenge forth, when in the Odyssey it was essentially Athena who did it. Now I'm seeing trigger warning. Okay. All right, so there we go on that. Should we just catch up super quickly on any super chats? Man of the House is also a callback reference reprised to a cut song called Man of the House. Thank you, Corey the Ender. That's a dope. So there are further cut songs from this. That's interesting. I wonder how I can get my hands on those. Like, is it worth trying to react to those at some point? Man did twice. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Nice to meet you, sir. Hey, thank you so much. It is a lot, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the super chat and donation. Tab it. You get a ton of great Animix Rex. Everyone has their faves. You're all incredible artists. I'll throw my hat in the ring with a playlist of my faves. Oh, thank you for that. I get to check that later. Really appreciate that. Kirby, the waiting motif has actually been in the musical Full Speed Ahead. Ithaca's waiting. My kingdom is waiting. Penelope's waiting. Yes. And hence the chat going full speed ahead. Oh, I love that. That really does help too. All right, let's keep it moving, guys. On to Hold Them Down.
Whoever can string the old king's bow and shoot through with axes cleanly will be the new king. Sit down at the throne, Penelope as his queen. Where is he? Where is the man who can string this bow?
Screw this competition. We've been here for hours. None of us can string this. We don't have the power. Screw this damn challenge. No more delays. Can't you guys see we're being played? This is how they hold us down while the throne gets...
What a voice. And I tell you what, I love just the little bow, just that playing off of that. Let's go. Hang on. Let me just fix my screen just jumped on the chat side of things. All right, we're good. Run it.
Hold us down while we slowly age. Hold us down while the boy gets bold.
That voice, man, some of those notes. Voice is like honey.
We slowly age. Hold us down while the boy gets bolder. Where in the hell is our pride and our rage? Here and now there's a chance for...
So that's our main villain, huh? That's Antonius? Yeah, okay.
While the throne gets colder. Hold us down.
I thought his voice was familiar because we had him in Little Wolf as well, didn't we? And him and his fight within the epic universe with Telemachus.
Slowly
and putting Telemachus in his place. So that's it. That's an interesting dynamic that's now getting introduced here. That is another reason, Penelope delaying. One, delaying because of heartbreak for Odysseus and still holding on to that hope of Odysseus coming back. But then also as time goes on even further, like the suitors start to realize it. And Penelope starts to realize it too. But, Telemachus is starting to come of age. So you want to talk about an heir to the throne. Like, they want to get in and get her locked down before Telemachus can claim his rightful place, right? Because he's only getting older. And it's not as explained, but it's definitely understood within the mythology, right? One of the reasons why the suitors want to kill Telemachus and why they try to jump him while he's sailing back from Sparta within the Odyssey, right, is because they want to get rid of the heir to the throne. Because what are they trying to do? They're trying to win Penelope's hand, create their own heir, and there we go from there.
Gets colder, hold us down while we slowly age. Hold us down while the boy gets bolder. Where in the hell is our pride and our rage? Here and now, there's a chance for action. Here and now, we can take control. Here and now, burn it down to ashes. Channel the fire inside your soul. Haven't you noticed who's missing? Don't you know the prince is not around? I heard he's old.
Here and now, take control. Remember, we've talked about one of the consistent themes throughout Epic is the power dynamic. And it often shifts between who's in power and who doesn't have the power. And characters' actions and the way that they speak changes depending on where they stand within that power dynamic.
Inside your soul. Haven't you noticed who's missing? Don't you know the prince is not around? I heard he's on a diplomatic mission, and I heard today he comes back to town. So I say we gather near the beaches. I say we wait till he arrives. Then when he docks his ship, we can breach it. Let us leave now. Today we can strike it. Holding down till the boys.
Okay, all right, that's pretty close to canon right there, because like I said, they actually do board a ship, and they go and they hide and they wait and they try to catch Telemachus as he's on his ship coming back. So in this case, within the epic, they're waiting until he actually makes it all the way back. Then they're going to surprise him and then kill him. And it's Athena who warns him within the Odyssey to sail a different path home. And that's how he ends up meeting his father.
Say we gather near the beaches. I say we wait till he arrives. Then when he docks his ship, we can breach it. Let us leave now to.
Then when he docks his ship, see right there, like just again, the strings matching the fluidity and just that syncing with the vocal rhythmic delivery.
Then when he docks his ship, we can breach it. Let us leave now. Today we can strike it. Hold him down till the boy stops shaking. Hold him down while I slit his throat. Hold him down while I slowly break his pride, his trust, his faith, and his bones.
What a beautifully sung way to go. I'm going to slit his throat. Hold him down. I'm going to sing him a lullaby and then bathe in his blood.
While I slit his throat.
Slit his throat. I mean, this man is a beautiful villain.
Down while I slowly.
I would let him burn my house down.
Down while I slit
as long as he sang like that.
His throat. Hold him down while I slowly break his pride, his trust, his faith, and his bones. Hold him down to tiny pieces. Hold him down.
He has so much charisma in his delivery. Yeah, what a great villain. And he is like one of the big baddies within the Odyssey itself, and one of the main leaders, and was always spoken of as one is probably the most probable suitors for Penelope. One of the top choices.
Slowly break his pride, his trust, his faith, and his bones. Run down to tiny pieces. Run down in the great below. When the crowd.
Throw him down into tiny pieces, right? Hold him down, and then all of a sudden throw him down. I love to flip into that, into the great below. And you talk about, again, a consistent theme, right? The ocean and sinking into the deep, right? Cutting off the tails of the sirens, throwing them into the deep. Now throwing Telemachus into the great below.
His faith and his bones. Run down to tiny pieces. Run down in the great below. When the crown wonders where the prince is, only the ocean and I will know.
I mean, it's true. Like, a great way to get rid of a body, right, is to cut it up into little pieces, tie some rocks to it, weigh it down, commandeer a ship, sail it out to the middle of the ocean, ideally like somewhere like the Bermuda Triangle where nothing is mappable, and then just like dump it. Like, easy way to get away with stuff. I've done it at least 100 times now.
Wonders where the prince is, only the ocean and I will know. And when the deed is done, the queen will have no one to stop us from breaking her bedroom door, stop us from taking her love and more. And then we'll hold her down while her gate is open. Hold her down while I get a taste. Hold her down while we share her spoils. I will not let any part go to waste. Here and now there's a
What in the Diddy freak off just happened there?
done. The queen will have no one to stop us from breaking her bedroom door, stop us from taking her love and more.
Well, this took a hell of a dark turn. I mean, already we're going to murder the kid, but now we're talking about Grape. How are you doing? Like, that's a little bit veering off from the Odyssey. They never talked about going that far. Like, they definitely trolled, they bullied, they said a lot, they made a lot of threats to Penelope, but they never threatened to do this.
And
then obviously the music stops just to make it more dramatic. It's almost like Jorge so twisted. Like, I'm going to make sure that you really listen to these lines.
hold her down while her gate is open.
Hold her down while her gate is open. I think we all get the symbolism for that one in the double entendre writing. How dare you put a double entendre? That is diabolical on a line like this.
And then we'll hold her down while her gate is open. Hold her down while I get a taste.
Wow, I get a taste.
While we share her spoils, I will
Share her spoils as well. Again, there's so many references here in double entendre writing, but come on.
taste. Hold her down while we share her spoils. I will not let any part go to waste. Even now there's a chance for
That is sinister. I will not let any part go to waste. Like butchering a piece of meat or when you're hunting something, right? And it's prey. And it's like, yeah, it's fine because we're not letting anything go to waste. And he's literally talking about her like a piece of meat and not letting any part of her body go to waste. Oh, man.
any part go to waste. Even now there's a chance for action. Even now we can take control.
A chance for action?
Take control. Channel the fire inside your soul and hold him down. Hold him down. Hold him down.
Wow.
Hold him down.
I mean, and for me, right? Hold them down. Like proverbially being held down. And then it's one thing, hold them down. And we're holding down Telemachus. But now we have a brand new, very twisted meaning now. And this is what I talk about that Epic does really well, like taking a phrase and then twisting it and twisting it and twisting it. And in this case, the darkest twist is the ultimate holding down of Penelope, and we know why.
Take control. Channel the fire inside your soul and hold him down. 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 Channel the fire inside your soul.
That's blood. Oh, he did it again. He left us on a cliffhanger, but knowing the first suitor who dies, I got a feeling I know whose blood that is, and that feels very fit. Okay. I see what we're doing here. I see what we're doing. For me, he's really making you hate the suitors because I know what's coming. I'm guessing most of chat knows what's coming. And it's about to be a bloodbath and an absolute massacre, right? And you could feel a certain type of way about that bloodbath and that massacre and all the killing and the violence that is about to be brought to the doorstep. But he's really making it justifiable and making us root for Odie with just that awful, twisted, dark turn that we went on there. I mean, wow. I'm processing thoughts. But it makes sense from that perspective. But wow, man, did we really like... I mean, hey, kudos to Jorge for... He's done this a couple times now, and we've talked about this, where he's approached essay, he's approached this as well. He's approached these different themes, and he hasn't held back, and he hasn't put filters on it. And for me, the best art doesn't have filters. The best art is controversial. It gets you talking, right? It's that purity of art and not filtering it, but using it in the right ways to make a point, to do things with it. And this is why he's leveraging it in this way. Interesting. Only games. Hold Him Down for obvious reasons. Can't be carefully listened to. Heavy by the same person who sings it will fill that void. Well, I just listened to it carefully, and wow. Oleandra, 1985. Aaron just released an EP called Collision 2. Yeah, I mean, listen, one thing we don't want to take away from, because obviously he's playing a character, right? And this is not real life. Like, still go support this man and his amazing voice. But for the sake of the character, right? Oh, but he just gets dragged straight to the gates of the underworld. Hades is waiting, bitch. All right, this is Odysseus now. It's about that time. It's about that time for Odie. Come on now.
For 20 years I've suffered every punishment and pain, from the wrath of gods and monsters to the screams of comrades slain. I come back and find my palace desecrated, sacked like Troy. Worst of all, I hear you dare to touch my wife and hurt my boy.
Oh.
I have had enough.
Oh! Woo! Woo! Oh! This is epic.
In the heat of battle at the edge of the unknown, somewhere in the shadows lurks an agile, deadly foe. We have the
Man. That was so well executed. Just that one line. Just you could hear the anger just leaking through. And then just to have that instrumentation switch and to have the electric guitar. And the electric guitar has really been synonymous with the action, right? With when things get spicy. And right there for that to come in, I just got goosebumps. And then you had just the operatic chanting as well. Ooh. Death is coming. This is the boss fight.
have had enough.
That is great delivery of that. What were they chanting there? Was it Odysseus? Sounded like it.
In the heat of battle at the edge of the unknown, somewhere in the shadows lurks an agile, deadly foe. We have the advantage, we've the numbers and the might. No, you don't understand it. This man plans for every fight.
Facts. Whoa. Woo.
Where is he? Where is he? Keep your head.
This instrumentation, right, has also really been used with our different monsters. Think Scylla, right? Think just the epic sound and the chanting, like when the gods rise up, when the monsters rise up. This is Odysseus embracing the monster.
Where is he? Where is he? Keep your head down, he's aiming for the torches. Our weapons, they're missing. He's using the darkness to hide his approaches.
We're empty-handed, up against an archer. Our only chance is to strike him in the darkness.
We know these odds, the odds can't be tilted.
You don't think I know my own palace? I built it.
Oh! Clap back right there. The Sooners still letting pride get the best of them, thinking, no, we have the advantage. So he's shooting out the torches, right? So they can't see. Makes me think of the torches and the callback to that again with Scylla.
My own palace, I built it.
Fire. So he's shooting them through the darkness, and that's how he's gaining the advantage. I mean, I can't remember. I don't think he shoots the torches in the Odyssey. Obviously, he gets the help of the Uranus. He gets the help of the swineherd, the cowherd. I can't remember his name. He's still loyal to Odysseus. And Melanthius, the goatherd, is the one who's the bad boy who tries to spoil this whole setup. But they do go and hide the weapons. They make sure that Odysseus is armed with the bow. They send all the maids and servants away. They lock the doors, and they set this up so they're trapped. So it's just like pigs at the slaughter, and Odysseus just starts firing away. And then after that, they get the spears out, and they get to the dirty work.
Our only chance is to strike him in the darkness.
We know these odds, the odds can't be tilted.
You don't think I know my own palace? I built it.
Serpent's head. Now the rest of us are no longer a threat.
Who is this? Who is this trying to say? Now that Anticlus is dead, it's all good. And he calls him Old King. He ain't so old. He's the one who was able to string the bow. Oh, also one thing I forgot about within the Odyssey itself, Odysseus, before he fires that first shot and kills his first suitor, he strings the bow and he fires it through the axes. Right? So he shows that he is. And it's at that moment that they finally realize who he is. Right? That's really like a big turning point when things change. Like even before that, like when he had supper with them the night before, they were still kind of trolling him for being a beggar. Right? Anticlus, he smashes the stool against him. Right? There's still a lot of looking down upon him. And they set it up so they weren't even going to give him the bow because they didn't want to be shown up. What if this beggar actually shoots it? But Telemachus is the one who hands his father the bow so that Odysseus then has the chance and is put in this position now of power and revenge.
King or leader is dead.
It's Eurymachus. Eurymachus, okay.
You've destroyed the serpent's head.
So he was one of the other lead suitors. Like, he was a top one as well.
King or leader is dead. You've destroyed the serpent's head. Now the rest of us are no longer a threat. Oh, King, forgive us instead, so that no more blood is shed. Let's have open arms instead.
Oh. Let's have open arms. That's a callback to Polites, his old friend. Greet the world with open arms. And what a response. Just one syllable. No. I'm Batman.
Damn, he's more cunning than I assumed. While we were busy plotting, he hid our weapons inside this room.
I find it hard to believe that the sharpest of kings left his armory unlocked.
So what? Now that we have armed ourselves, let's make the bastard rot.
Behind you!
Weapons, and I ensure you'll be spared.
After
Telemachus.
seeing what the king will do to us, we wouldn't dare.
I don't want to hurt you, but trust me, I've come prepared.
Your very presence is doomed the king, young prince. We don't fight fair.
Stop!
Brothers, we got company, and he's made a grave mistake. Left the weapons room unlocked, and now they're ours to take. Brothers, come and arm yourselves. There's a chance for us to win. We can still defeat the king if we all attack the prince.
Where is he?
Okay.
Capture him, he's our greatest chance.
Get off me! Get off me!
Fight till the prince can barely stand.
Hold him down! Hold him down!
Man.
Make the king obey
Oh, hold him down. There it comes back again.
our commands.
Hold him down! Hold him down!
Cause if he won't, I'll break the kid's hands. Got him.
break his hands and shout out to Lone Wolf again.
Got him.
Ooh.
Mercy. Mercy. My mercy is long since drowned. It died to bring me home. And as long as you're around, my family's fate is left unknown.
Are we gonna break into like a metal breakdown? Like his voice right now, he's getting near that guttural growl. Wow.
He's long since drowned.
These monsters drown.
It died to bring me home. And as long as you're around, my family's fate is left unknown. You plotted to kill my son. You planned to rape my wife. All of you are going to die. You filled my heart with hate. All of you who have done me wrong. This will be your fate.
Ooh. Oh, I got chills. Oh, that epic. Oh, man. Just that save us, that chanting, right? As you just hear like the horrific screams of being butchered underneath of it all. Just the way that sits, that is haunting as hell.
Going to die.
And coming out of just the dramatic, cinematic, percussive hits that we've talked about so often that I just love for the action moments. That guitar's underneath of that too. And you just hear that heartbeat like a bass.
Filled my heart with hate. All of you who have
You filled my heart with hate.
done me wrong. This will be your fate.
Some interesting lines here. I want to bring it back a little bit.
This is doing the king, young prince. We don't fight fair.
Stop!
Brothers,
So obviously Telemachus comes in, and then so in the original, right? This does happen where Melanthius gets into the weapons room and he starts to try to help the suitors, and he starts to try to arm the suitors, and then it gets discovered, right? And I can't remember. I don't think Telemachus, he was supposed to secure the weapons, but he never had time to lock it up before the challenge and before everything kind of went down, and they weren't fully expecting Melanthius to completely turn, even though like he was already dissing Odysseus when he was disguised as a beggar. But anyways, his fate is awful. What happens to him? Obviously, he just gets like KO'd here by Odysseus, but actually within the Odyssey itself, he gets strung up and hung up almost like he's crucified, and they just like hang him up as an example outside of Odysseus's house. Eumaeus, right? And the cowherd as well, like, you know, they go and they capture him and they tie his ass up and they just leave him there to starve and to die. So he suffers a not a quick and easy death, a very horrific death for his betrayal.
the king, young prince. We don't fight fair.
Stop!
Brothers, we got company, and he's made a grave mistake. Left the weapons room unlocked, and now they're ours to take. Brothers, come!
No, like he didn't get nailed, right? But he got strung up, right? So he essentially got hung up and strung up and left to die. Yeah, it was brutal. You want to know something else that was brutal? After this, he makes all of the like. He has a list made of like all the maids who were loyal to him and who weren't. And this is like when he came in as a beggar, he made note of all the people who were speaking bad about him, the ones that he could trust, the ones that he couldn't, you know, and he rewards Eumaeus. He rewards those who were loyal to him in the end. But the ones who were helping the suitors, because remember, it was one of the maids that told on Penelope and her destroying what she wove every night. And that's how the suitors were alerted to it. So he makes the servants come and clean up all of this bloodshed. They have to clean it all up. And then after they're done cleaning up, sorry, I'm losing my voice. After they're done cleaning up all this violence, then they get murdered themselves. They get lined up and they get killed. Yeah.
Room unlocked, and now they're ours to take. Brothers, come and arm yourselves. There's a chance for us to win. We can still defeat the king if we all attack the prince.
Where is he? Where is he?
Capture him, he's our greatest chance.
Get off.
So it's interesting because they're like, no, Odysseus didn't offer us mercy, so we don't believe you. But I really think that Telemachus is genuine here. And this shows, this is an interesting moment to me, right? Because Odysseus has fully embraced being the monster, right? This is his monster theme song, right? And he's saying, I've slayed monsters, I've come through all this. Like, I've had to survive, so this is what I am now. And now I'm fully embracing this role. So it's interesting that within this song, which is essentially the monster song of Odysseus, you have Telemachus right in the middle of all the action, still appealing to humanity, still showing, which has been a taboo word for the gods, for Poseidon, for Athena for a while, and why she fell out with Odysseus, mercy, for showing mercy. Like when Odysseus showed mercy to Polyphemus, to the Cyclops. Where did that mercy get him? All the times that Odie has showed mercy. So Odie, he is well past showing mercy. And yet here's Telemachus within this moment, still showing a softer side, even while his father is rampaging like a just killing spree, bloodbath monster right now.
Where is he?
Capture him, he's our greatest chance.
Get off me. Get off me.
Fight till the prince can barely stand.
Hold him down! Hold him down!
Make the king obey.
Look, I love, someone said, I love how this is Telemachus' first impression of his dad. He's going to be all right. Listen, his mom is a daughter of a Spartan king. All right? This man was born into the realm of 300. He's going to be okay.
Stand.
Hold him down! Hold him down!
Make the king obey our commands.
Hold him down! Hold him down!
Cause if he won't, I'll break the kid's hands. Got him.
Mercy. Mercy. My mercy is long since drowned. It died to bring me home. And as long as you're
It died to bring me home. What a line.
around, my family's fate is left unknown. You plotted to kill my son. You planned to rape my wife. All of you are going to die. You filled my heart with hate. All of you who have done me wrong. This will be your fate.
Yeah, this here, man. Yeah, the percussion stabbing like they're getting stabbed. And then that final hit that we know so well when something has ended. That was a climax right there. Blood everywhere. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Yeah, man, that's haunting. That's my favorite track so far of this saga. I mean, that was a ride, and I knew it was gonna be, you know, going into this violent moment. And like we talked about, it's interesting. Jorge really goes like a step further to make us hate the suitors and to really justify Odysseus's just violent actions for showing absolutely zero mercy. But see, this is important because we've been through this whole epic now. We understand all the difficult choices that he has had to make. And some of these difficult choices he was forced to do by the gods, right? So he didn't necessarily have a choice. It was, you know, either you'll never see your, you know, the mother of your child again in your child, or you do these horrific things. You throw this infant off the walls. Like, so Jorge is really taking the time through this character arc to show how Odysseus transforms into this anger, vengeance-filled monster that we now get. And we understand it. And I feel like this is me speaking, and you all can speak otherwise, but I feel like we forgive him for it. And it's very cleverly done in terms of building and doing this. Because think about sort of this character arc and what you have right now, right? To me, if you have a story, a true hero maybe shows mercy to some of them, right? Or finds a way to rise above it and to find a solution. He kills those he has to, but, you know, there's still that element of humanity to it. Whereas in this case, this is just full on ugly vengeance and death. But we have become attached to Odysseus and we understand his story. And then what Jorge does by obviously the song before make us really, really hate the suitors. And I think in Greek times too, like one of the biggest taboos, you got to understand the way that Greeks appreciated hospitality. Hospitality was huge to the Greeks. And unlike in today's world where a stranger knocks on your door, you're like, who the fuck are you? Right? Get off my doorstep. In those times, strangers were embraced because they never knew if they were gods disguised. They never knew who it was. You know, people really took pride in their hospitality, and it was normal custom to give gifts to those who were staying with you, and having these laws of hospitality of, like, you know, providing food for those who come to visit you, like providing them lodgings. And the Greeks took great pride in that. So you got to appreciate, like, culturally, like Odysseus and his massacre, it's okay according to the Greeks. It didn't even have to be taken a step further with the Penelope thing, because, like, they broke one of the first laws of Greek culture. Like, they have totally invaded the hospitality of Odysseus, going into another man's house, eating his food, wearing through his stocks, talking badly to his wife, talking badly to his son, right? They completely broke that. So for the Greeks, this is fully justified of Odysseus to come in and to extract his revenge. And that was the economy of hospitality at the time. All right, we got more songs to get through. Hang on. Let's shout out some more people real quick before we jump on to the next one. Marikai, hey, love your reactions. This is my favorite song we just reacted to. The chanting in the back is a Greek pronunciation of Odysseus. Oh, I love that. We went Greek with it. Can't wait for your future reactions to Jorge's music. I can't wait, especially if he's doing the Iliad as well. Only games. He teased the monster before, and, well, we met him. That's well said. Sophia, they're chanting Odysseus in the Greek and the BG just like they did for the Cyclops, Polyphemus. Yeah, it has that same poly when he added about to end them all. Notice how that motif comes around full circle. That chanting and that character arc of who was a monster at the time, showing no mercy to Odysseus's men. Remember, Odysseus appealed for mercy from Polyphemus, and he showed none. So I love that devil in the details of connecting to the Cyclops. Now when Odysseus is showing no mercy as they appeal for it. Nightmare, I love that you get Athena's glitch and piano when Telemachus shows up. Oh, did we get that? I missed that Athena piano. I was just getting so caught up in everything else that was going on. Brody, hey Knox, picking up my first electric guitar tomorrow. Hey, that's awesome, man. Good luck to you. Shelly, the cast went to Ithaca for the release last year. Oh, that's really dope. Love that. Hang on, let's go back to Telemachus real quick.
While we were busy plotting, he hid our weapons inside this room.
I find it hard to believe that the sharpest of kings left his armory unlocked.
So what? Now that we have armed ourselves, let's make the bastard rot.
Behind you!
Ah. Yeah, there it is. Ah. Yeah, okay. But I love that because that's also showing, and this is true to the events within the Odyssey as well. Athena was behind them. Athena even came down and disguised herself once more and encouraged them to keep fighting. And she helped Odysseus plan and plot all of this out. And all of this was through Athena's strategy as well. You know, she had a huge hand in this revenge moment and in this. So we can't just fully blame Odysseus for just turning into this monster. Like, again, the gods are once more intervening. The gods are once more pushing. Like, she was hand in hand throughout this, supporting Telemachus, defending Odysseus, making sure none of the spears touched them, helping them and aiding them throughout this fight. So I love that Jorge, again, because he knows the canon. He knows all of this. And you just have this little musical moment right there connecting it all. That's dope.
Those weapons.
Cool. I love that. Now we're on to I Can't Help But Wonder. Astrosia, hope you've been enjoying the epic journey. I have. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate it.
so much it hurts. For 20 years I dreamt of how I'd greet you. Oh, and now you're here.
Beautiful notes.
I can't find the words. All my life I'd have died to know you.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Telemachus with the acoustic guitar. And we just had Odysseus going on his violent rampage with the electric guitars.
Oh, and now
Way to juxtapose that.
you're here. I can't find the words. All my life I'd have died to know you. Days and nights I wish that I could show you. For 20 years I never could outgrow you. Oh, and now you're here.
That's a great line. For 20 years, I couldn't outgrow you. You know, your legacy, what you left behind. It didn't matter how much I grew up physically. I couldn't outgrow everything that you left.
Oh, you, oh, and now you're here. I can't help but wonder what your world must be. If we're like each other, if I have your strength in me. All this time I've wondered if you'd embrace me as your own. 20 years I've wondered, for so long I felt alone. Oh my son, look how much you've grown. Oh my boy, sweetest joy I've known. 20 years ago I held you in my arms, how time has flown. Oh, used to say it'd make the storm clouds cry for you. Used to say it'd capture wind and sky for you.
And he did capture wind and sky. I love that.
Used to say it'd capture wind and sky for you. Held you in my arms, prepared to die for you. Oh, how time has flown.
Man.
I can only wonder what your world has been. Things you've had to suffer, and the strength you hold within. All I've ever wanted.
Again, here's the flipping. I can't help but wonder. You have Telemachus wondering about Odysseus' journeys and the path he's been on. And then Odysseus now reflecting the same. And it, what a beautiful moment, man. Like, this is pulling at the heartstrings. Like, as a father and as a parent, like, I can't imagine spending that long away from your kid. And just everything that you would miss. Man.
And the strength you hold within. All I've ever wanted was to reunite with my own. 20 years we've wandered, but today you're not alone. My son, I'm finally home.
Man.
Father, how I've longed to see you. Telemachus, I'm home.
Wow. Oh, I love them coming together right there. And just that duet, that harmony, man. This is beautiful.
Go. Tell your mother I'm home. I'll be there in a moment. Of course.
I know the glitching.
Show yourself. I know you're watching me. Show yourself.
Ah, there it is. Athena, her motif is back. Interestingly enough, too, remember how he first gets her to reveal herself and he tricks her? You know, and she's like, how can you see me? And he's like, no, it was a trick. I just said that to get you to actually reveal yourself.
You were never one for.
There's that clock ticking again. Time being frozen.
You were never one for hellos.
I can't
Beautiful.
help but wonder.
I love that cascading piano there.
I can't help but wonder what this world could be if we all held each other with a bit more empathy. I can't help but feel like I led you astray. What if there's a world where we don't have to live this way?
If that world exists, it's far away from here. It's one I'll have to miss, for it's far beyond my years. You might live forever, so you can make it be.
What a twist on themes.
You might live forever, so you can make it be. But I've got one endeavor. There's a girl I have to see.
Very well.
Look how things have changed. The whole reason that they fell out within Epic, right? When Athena was, critiquing Odysseus for showing mercy. Even Poseidon. Ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. And notice how, through this journey, Odysseus is now echoing what Athena originally wanted him to be. This warrior of the mind. And now, it's not what Athena wants. How the goddess has changed, and how Odysseus has changed over the path of the Odyssey.
With a bit more empathy.
And even Odysseus, he's admitted to this. He consciously made this choice. He talked about this. He had this moral dilemma, and he knew that once he started going down this path, you can't go back from this. Once you embrace the monster in order to survive, there's no turning back from that road. But for him, the end justified the means, because all he wanted, and he even hinted at this, he was willing to trade the world to see his wife, to see his son again. And you watched him sacrifice his own men to do this. This is a man who has become cold-hearted in one sense for love on the other side of it. I just love the complexity of that, because for me, the best stories are rich with that. We all have light and dark within ourselves, and I feel like Epic has done a really good job with its characters, with the developing of these different moral dilemmas, and showing the light and shadows that we all have, because human beings aren't black and white. It's not one side or the other. We all make mistakes. We're all human. We have our own flaws. We have our own complexities. Our thoughts change. Our emotions change over time through our experiences. And for me, the best storytelling and the best stories embrace those complexities and have that richness throughout this. And I feel like we're really getting all of that coming around full circle here.
You were never one for hellos.
I can't help but wonder what this world could be if we all held each other with a bit more empathy.
Beautifully sung
I
again.
can't help but feel like I led you astray. What if there's a world where we don't have to live this way?
If that world exists, it's far away from here.
I think another interesting dynamic for us to think about and ponder that happened in the world of Epic, explaining our characters' actions, is remember Zeus, her own father, was upset and physically taught Athena a lesson. And I think she's hurting from that as well, because she's witnessed where that ruthlessness, where that lack of mercy has gone with her own father, with Zeus. And I think that's polluted the waters in her viewpoint a little bit as well. And that's been a key contributing factor to this change as well.
If that world exists, it's far away from here. It's one I'll have to miss, for it's far beyond my years. You might live forever, so you can make it be. But I've got one endeavor. There's a girl I have to see.
He does still provide a message of hope. He hasn't fully given up on humanity there, right? Maybe you, being an immortal God, maybe you can change this over time. But this is beyond me now.
One endeavor. There's a girl I have to see.
I love how he says there's a girl I have to see. You know, they've both aged. He's man, she's woman. But there's a girl. Tying back, to me, it just ties back into like when he first met her. And you just kind of have that nostalgia there.
Very well.
Father?
Man, we've gotten so much emotion in this. We've gotten the anger from Odysseus. We've gotten the vengeance, the calculations, right? You've gotten the cajoling, the shocking moments from the suitors, the beautiful notes, the missing from Penelope. And now we see the softer side of Odysseus. Now we see more of the humanity, a father embracing his son after long years, a father and a husband who just wants to see his wife. I mean, we have run the gauntlet of emotions for this saga. I mean, yeah, for me, this is hit really well in terms of just the climax, because I feel like we've built so much anticipation for this ending, and Jorge has not let it down. Oh, real quick before the last one, let's give one final shout out of Super Chats before we dive into our last song, man. Mac, hey Knox, first stream, absolutely overjoyed to catch this one in particular. Epic is one of the reasons I'm going into theater, so hopefully one day help to put it on stage. Hey, good luck, man. Go chase your dreams. Work hard. Yeah, that's so dope. Go get it, man. Hope you have been enjoying the epic journey, says Astrosia. You know I have. You know I have. It really has been special. Anson, would you fall in love with me again? Absolutely. Here we go. This is it, guys. Wow. What a journey we've been on, honestly, for the past few months. Like, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here for the end and our final dive. Let's finish this.
Penelope.
Is it you? Have my prayers been answered? Is it really you standing there? Or am I dreaming once more? You look different. Your eyes look tired. Your frame is lighter. Your smile torn. Is it really?
Well, thanks, wife. Appreciate that. I look tired as hell. Great. Yeah, years haven't treated you great either.
Tired. Your frame is lighter.
You know what else was kind of like a dark twist for me is like you hear the creaking of the door, and then you think about what the suitors wanted to do, breaking through that door. But it's Odysseus who gets to open it ultimately, and it's not breaking down the door. The door is opening, right? That was a key just moment right there with the sound itself.
Eyes look tired. Your frame is lighter. Your smile torn. Is it really you, my love?
I am not the man you fell in love with. I am not the man you once adored. I am not your kind and gentle husband.
Remember one time when he lamented that he is just a man? Now he's not this man anymore. And the prophecy, Tiresias, right? Remember our prophecy that he would return home, but he would not be that man anymore. And here it comes to fruition.
I'm not the man you once adored.
And it's an interesting play because Odysseus is going, I'm not the man, and Penelope is struggling to recognize him. Is it really you? So there's this play off of physical appearance. Is it you? And in the Odyssey itself, Odysseus is still kind of disguised as the beggar. So Penelope not as trusting because she didn't see him shoot the arrow, notch his bow, and do all of that, right? So she is still suspicious. So you have this physical, are you the man? And then you also have this more from a moral standpoint, from what's going on inside, philosophically. You know, Odysseus not feeling like he is the same man, that he is changed within.
I am not the man you once adored. I am not your kind and gentle and I am not the love you knew before. Would you fall in love with me again if you knew all I've done? The things I cannot change. Would you love me all the same? I know that you've been waiting for love.
Remember our first song, The Challenge, and how Penelope sings waiting, and we talked about how it's changed throughout Epic, just that motif of waiting, and now Odysseus singing it. Beautiful too.
Waiting for love.
I mean, Jorge, when he goes higher into his range, I love some of the notes that he can hit as well.
Waiting for love.
What kinds of things did you do?
Left a trail of red on every island. As I traded friends like objects I could use.
That's referencing again Scylla and the many sacrifices.
Like objects I could use. Hurt more lives than I can count on my hands. But all of that was to bring me back to you. So tell me, would you fall in love with me again if you knew all I've done?
Wow.
The things I can't undo. I am not the man you knew. I know that you've been waiting.
If that's true.
I mean, would you fall in love with me again? It's heavy, but it's beautiful at the same time. I love this sentiment chosen by Jorge here with the writing. And for me, that is the big anticipation right now. And I think it's being built so well. Because in Odysseus' mind, it's like, you've waited all this time for me. And he knows, again, when he was disguised as a beggar, he knows that Penelope has still been true to him and true to waiting for him. And yet still, isn't it so funny that both of them are at the finish line? And there's still that mistrust. There's still that kind of uncertainty because they've been hurt so much, both of them. Right? And they've been through their own trials and tribulations. They've built their own shields. And I feel like they're both struggling to let down these shields. And isn't it so apt for relationships too? Right? And, you know, those of us that have been hurt a lot and have been burned. And then even when we're right there and we have it all, there's still just that nickel, that little bit of doubt. And also Odysseus being a clever mind, Penelope being a clever mind too. Like they've had to survive through using their logic, through being cynical at times. And that cynicism is kind of coming through here. Even when we're like, it's like, come on guys, just get across the finish line. Surely we can. And Odysseus thinking it through, going, you know, you fell in love with this person, but I am not that person anymore. So would you still love who I am now? Because you've loved this idea of me essentially now for 20 years.
And you knew, I know that you've been waiting.
If that's true, could you do me a favor? Just a moment of labor that would bring me some peace. See that wedding bed, could you carry it over? Lift it high on your shoulders and take it far away from here.
How could you say this? I had built that wedding bed with my blood and sweat. Carved it into the olive tree where we first met.
I love the use of olive tree there, you know, extending the olive branch of peace.
Did into
And Jorge has stayed true to canon here because this is the test that Penelope offers Odysseus, you know, and she tells the servant in the Odyssey to move the bed, the servant who recognized him in his scar originally.
olive tree where we first.
And Odysseus just goes on this rant into every single detail about how he built this bed and basically built this whole house around this motherfucking bed in tree. I mean, if that isn't love, I don't know what is. And he's like, woman, what? Do you know what I did here? I architected the shit out of this. Sorry for the late. I had to have a moment there. We had to add some humor. All right, let's get back to it.
Carved it into the olive tree where we first met. A symbol of our love everlasting. Do you realize what you have asked me? The only way to move it is to cut it from its roots.
Only my husband knew that, so I guess that makes him you.
Penelope.
I will fall in love with you over and over again. I don't care how or when, no matter how long it's been your mind. Don't tell me you're not the same person. You're always my husband, and I've been waiting.
Penelope. Penelope.
For you. How long has it been?
20 years.
I love you.
Oh, the duet. I'm not crying, you're crying. Wow. What a well-executed duet there in sentiment. And for me, really interesting here.
Over and over.
Let's see if I can find this.
Everlasting. Do you really
I didn't want to ruin the momentum of it all.
say this? I had built that wedding bed with my blood and sweat. Carved it into the olive tree where we first met. A symbol
Notice this build here.
of our love everlasting. Do you realize what you have asked me? The only way.
You hear that electric guitar? For the first time, like that electric guitar, is there going to be another violent moment? Because we've been so trained subconsciously and synced up psychologically with that, right? And then the dramatic percussive hits.
To move it
And is this another turning point, but in a wrong direction?
is to cut
Because he's getting like a little bit frustrated here.
from its roots.
Only my husband knew that,
And then the beautiful strings come in. And they go, no, it's okay.
so I guess that makes him you.
And what's singing here? What delivery and emotion to the performances of this singing, right? Because this is the theatricality of it all too, because we're storytelling. It's not like we're just putting out a hit single, right? There's so much emotion tied to this. And this is such a huge moment within the Odyssey itself and within the musical. And I think it's very well executed in terms of how the singers have delivered their parts.
Penelope.
You just hear that little breath. That little breath says it all. And then you hear her breath.
I'll fall in love with you over and over again. I don't care how or when, no matter how long it's been your mind. Don't tell me you're not the same person.
Man.
You're always my husband, and I've been waiting.
And she takes back the ownership of the waiting now. And you're still my husband through it all. It's beautiful, man. It is, you know. Hey, we all want that, don't we? We want that romantic ending. We don't want the villain to win. We want the hero to rise up. I think all of us have that, and we have that need. And this is why we love these types of stories. Because the world is dark and sad enough. What's singing here? There are a lot of layers to that mix as well. I'd love to see just the stems on that, the pianos, the strings, the builds of everything.
For you.
A little bit of brass there as well, just to bring us home. She's been waiting, and she never completed that sentence until now. Waiting for you. And notice how the tone just changes one last time. And he's just a man. Comes back around. He's a man once more. We see his humanity after we've just witnessed him be a monster. We've witnessed redemption.
How long has it been?
20 years.
Too long. This is... Love this moment here. What an end. I mean, what a journey. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Applause emoji in chat. That's a standing ovation at a theater performance, man. I tell you what, like, what a way to end it. And that final chapter, I think it had everything. Had the shocking moments. It had the violence. Had the tension, the climax. Had the tragedy. Had the sadness. Had the reunions. Had the beauty. And ended on love and humanity once more. But there was plenty of dark clouds. There was plenty of doubt. I think it was a very rich and morally complex story. I think Jorge did a really good job delivering that. And for me, there were some amazing performances. What a villain. What a villain we had. Loved his voice. Some amazing singing, delivery. But yeah, love this spin. Have loved the journey, the production, the thought. As I always say, the devil's in the details. And as a breakdown channel, because I know I say like reaction. Let's face it, I'm not really a reaction channel, am I? I'm a breakdown channel. This is what I do. I break down music. You know, I love production. I love being an artist. And, you know, I just have such a passion for this. And I always try to make people just appreciate what I'm breaking down and trying to dive into. And for me, I'm only ever as good as what I'm working with. Right? If you give me something that's shallow but sounds good, but there's not a lot of detail to it, there's only so much I can talk about. There's only so much I can do. So I think a real measure is when you see the length of my breakdowns. And you know when I have longer breakdowns and longer videos. That's because I just have so much more to talk about. And that's the beauty of this. This is someone who truly cares about their music and their art. You know, they care about how things connect. They care about foreshadowing. They care about bringing things back around. Like, he's a great storyteller as well. And he understands how to build plot and how to have twists and turns and how to reuse themes and how to change angles on those themes and how the significance affects character development. And I think you really got all that attention to detail in this and why there's so much to it. And I think for me, it's so rich. Like, true timeless pieces let you dive back into them and discover new things that you might have missed on a first listen, on a second listen, on a third listen, on a fourth listen. And I think Epic gives you that. I think that's one of the reasons why this is so successful. And who doesn't love a little Greek mythology? A little Knox running around when he first saw Hercules and he's like, this is cool as shit. Yeah, I love this. I want to learn more about it. And here we go. What a journey. Thank you so much for everyone who's been here from the start to the end. I've always said there's nothing more valuable than your time. And the fact that you choose to spend some of that valuable time with me, I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Let's shout out some of the donos. Let's end on these donos and shout you guys out and show you love. And then I want to shout you out even further. K10 May, thank you for the super chat. Itsuna, fun fact, there were 8 waitings in the last waiting from Penelope. There were 8 sagas for him to be with her. See what I mean? Devil in the details. I love that detail. Astrosia, this has been very fun. Jorge is currently working on a new musical about the Iliad. Yeah, we're there. Now, I can't remember if you mentioned it before, but are you planning on reacting to it as well once the songs start coming out? 1,000,000%. Absolutely. The Iliad is going to be amazing. And like I said, I've already reread it, so I'm ready to go. I'm locked in on that. Ahmad Jamil, it's super impressive how much historical and pop culture facts you keep in your head. I always assumed you studied before videos. Could you please say hi, Ella? Hi, Ella. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me and tapping in live. Live is always a different animal altogether, and it's so fun to do these, man. I miss doing lives. I've definitely missed doing lives with you. GTY 200. During the part where Odie is saying what he did to get home, you can hear parts of Ruthlessness, Thunderbringer, and I'm Not Sorry for Loving You. Oh, perfect tie-ins there. Akko Zerano. Small fact, but the viola in Hold Them Down is also the same motif as the one used in 2 other songs. Survive when Odie says push forward and keep your friends close when Odie says no after Windbag Open. Wow. Again, like the reuse of motifs for the right moments to hint and to connect and to have those parallels. It's so dope to see. K10 May, Jorge interview when? I'll reach out. Don't worry. We'll see for sure. Let's see. Is there any other super chats that I miss? Yeah, we shouted out going to the theater. Live breakdown. Yeah, and again, happy birthday to Chelsea, and shout out to you guys in chat for like really being helpful with this chat. You were a really good chat today. Like I really appreciate that. There's been sometimes chat can get a little bit wild, but I feel like we've had a really good community for the epic journey. You know, we really have people here who just care about the musicals and are really passionate about it. And I love that passion. And yeah, you guys had a lot of really productive, helpful comments. So thank you for being here with me, for being polite to each other. As far as the animations go, like I said, I think for me, the next 2 things that are up is hopefully we can maybe get in contact with Jorge. We'll see if we can create a piece of content out of that. I think that would be super dope. And the other thing is obviously I'm going to keep saying animatronics and just butchering it because I'm an idiot, but the animatics, right? Absolutely. I want to do that. So if you guys want to help me on that, if you want to send me playlists or try to send me a guidance, something that I can do, I'll start to do my research in terms of figuring out the best way to attack it. And then, yeah, hopefully we can continue this epic journey. And then also in this comment section, if you want to recommend other like theater type things, stories like this, historical things that you think are up the avenue of epic rap battles of history, that are up the avenue of Hamilton, that are up the avenue of this. Like I said, I'm always looking for it. I'm always trying to do it. Astrosia, Odysseus said waiting for love, while Penelope said waiting for you. Wow. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful sentiment. But yeah, listen, give yourselves a pat on the back. Thank you for being here. As always, listen, if you like the hat that I'm wearing, you like the shirt that I'm wearing, knoxhillmusic.com. We got hats, we got shirts, we got hoodies, everything you need if you want to rep the brand, Knox Nation. I feel like if you're here at the end of the epic journey, you're a part of it. You're a part of Hilltop Mafia. Go get the merch. It all helps. It all goes a long way. Also, you can join the Patreon. Great community on there. Bonus content, bonus reaction. A lot of stuff going on Patreon. Patreon is popping off right now. We're having a lot of fun on Patreon. So if you want to hop over and join me on Patreon, the links will be below. Shout out to everybody who donated all the super chats today. K10. Shout out to Astrosia. Shout out to Ahmad. Shout out to GTY. Shout out to Mac. Shout out to Mariki. Shout out to Only Game. Shout out to Sophia as well. Shout out to Nightmare. Shout out to Shelly. Shout out to Oleandra. Shout out to Jared. Shout out to Corey. Shout out to Kirby. Mandy twice. Shout out to Tabit. Shout out to Man Malmo. Cheesy. Camellia. Rachel. Kate. Sky. Albatross. Cat, of course. Cheesy G. Heather. Kira. Terrence. Sarcastic Wanderer. Dark Bun. Golden Shoe. Sir Bubble Buns. Again, a great name. Robin Dowse. Kat and Aaron Martin. Zach Sue. Trey. Arilou 14. Lillian Meiji. Ronald McKelly. Amen. The Average Winion. Jaron McKinnon. The House of Atreides. Thank you all so much for all your super chats. Claire as well just came in. Jorge actually got together with Lin-Manuel Miranda once it's on their socials. Whoa, that's crazy. That would be dope. Can you imagine a collab between those two? You guys know I'm a huge fan of LMM. All right, listen, before you go, I want to show you guys some love. Listen, you put in so much time for me today being here on this live. It's been epic. Let me know where you're from. Let's shout out some of you in chat real quick before we sign off and end this the way we have to end it. Let me know where you guys are representing from so we can see where this community is rocking from. Just comment. Shout out where you are. I got you guys. Please tell me you'll upload this reaction, says Linda. Of course I will. Amen from Brazil. Kit Hat from Hawaii. Samuel Ars from ATX represent. Liz from Mexico. CT7506 from Texas. Story Lover from Germany. Marvin from France. Merdels from Finland. Mandy, Epic, Ha, Andrea from Peru. Not Double Vision Studio, Michigan, Detroit. Master Lime Gaming, SoCal. Shrek says, yes, Captain, we love you. We love you too, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to Six Side Devil, Louisiana. Yeah, Julieta from Argentina. Mandy from Norway. Matt Shepo from South Africa. Jintare from Lithuania. Sandra from Germany. Dawn from VA. What up, VA? I'm from the DMV, baby. Come on, DC, Maryland, Virginia in the building. Black Lewis Boy, USA. Kyotero from Chile. Feather Fall from Nebraska. Malaya from the hometown state of Maryland. Roxy from Mexico, live from Florida. Mo, love seeing fellow Germans here. Guys, we are all over the world. This is so dope. I'm NVA, but from Syria, says telephone. Shout out to both. Verkoli from Norway. Yeah. CS from the Netherlands. Amora from India. Stark Jet from Ohio. Travis from Oklahoma. Kendi2552 Slovakia says hi. What up, Slovakia? Renee down the road. Silver Spring MD. Come on now. Artemis from Arizona. Celestia from Rhode Island. Kilo from Switzerland. Verkoli from Norway. Sherry from Pakistan. AG Maryland DMV represent. Asher from Australia. Hades from Canada. Heike from Italy. Rob across the pond UK. Fade to Red Italy. Come on now. Jonathan. Cheering from Calgary. Rashonda from Texas. Amora from India. Mariki, all the love from India. Appreciate it. Brokai 210. Appreciate the super chat. First live. Glad I joined. I'm glad you joined too. Thanks for coming along. Rotolux from Louisiana. Iram from Colorado. Big fan from Annapolis. Yeah, let's go. That's down the road. Dax Stacks from Colorado. Dawn Barker from Va Beach. Fabio from Portugal. Brexon from Poland. Kid from Be More, baby. That's where I played my first show. Dr. Venkman from Bolivia. Daise from Quebec. Alma from Argentina. Ruaya. Shout out to Kate. Shrek, New York Pookie. Let's go. Stark Jet. Any German Americans in here? I think you got a few. Goes Dave from Cyprus. Camila. Lin-Manuel Miranda did a musical about the Warriors movie, which is based on the Odyssey. Oh, that's interesting. Youngie from Puerto Rico. Dale Boricua. Angela from Iowa. I love how you flow saying all the countries. Appreciate it. Brexy's Playground. Australian in England. Come on. Ashby from Maryland. Aria from Sri Lanka. I can get those words out. I'm losing my voice. I'm losing my talking. Silvath, Sweden. Represent. Raul here in Texas. Always down in Texas. VGP Love from Oklahoma. Shelby from Indianapolis. Roberto from Italy. Kiki from Brooklyn. What up, Brooklyn? Ash from Algeria. Chiller, France here. Tafita from Ethiopia. Paint from Switzerland. Jai Lin Blue. Northern Nevada. Come on. Bacon Mail from California. Aaliyah from Switzerland. We are all over the board right now. Cheesy G, North Carolina. You're in Germany as well. Dosu, shouting out. Where'd you go? I lost you. Oh, there it is. Brasileiros. Brazil, what's up? Oleandra, I know it's over, but can you react to Jorge's first musical song? My Heart Says Go. He raps and everything. It's so good and in your wheelhouse. Thank you for that recommendation. I'll have a look, and thank you for the super chat. Bailey from Texas. Leo says hello. R from France. Antonesia, love from Croatia. Mackenzie from North Carolina. Guy from Mexico. Look, we are all over the world. Amy Ben. Lily Richardson, Northern Ireland. Fernanda from Honduras. Archangel from Mississippi. Man, so beautiful to see. So beautiful to see that we are from all over the world, united in our love and our passion for Epic. Thank you for supporting, guys. Listen, I'm going to end this the way that I always love to end it. Huge shout out to my wife. Huge shout out to my baby girls. There is no greater pleasure than being a father, than being a husband. She holds them down so I can spend some valuable time with you guys on the weekend, because weekend is always our very important family time, first and foremost. Secondly, take this from me, someone who's been on YouTube for 10 plus years, too many damn years, who's been doing this for a while now. It's easy to get caught up in just the rush of it all, the polarization on social media, the chase for our goals, whether it's monetary, chasing finances, chasing money, whether it's chasing the fame, social media, the likes, the attention, all these things that get uplifted and vaunted in our society as successful. These things you can't take with you in the end. There's one thing that's just so priceless and so very important, and that's your time. Never forget to spend your time wisely. Spend it with those you love, with those you care about most, as much as possible. Take time to disconnect from here. Take time to create real memories out in the real world. And you'll never regret that. And take time to take care of yourselves as well. Life is always about balance. Take care of this. Take care of this. All right, everybody. Stay safe. Stay positive. I'll catch you again. I was just giving my big speech and I'm looking at the wrong camera. What am I doing? I'm looking like up here because that's my old webcam and I forgot I managed to hook up my DSLR. Wow, I gave that big speech and I'm not even looking down the barrel of the camera. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Love you all. It's one and only Knox Hill. I'll catch you again.